Let's get it. 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 Hey man, y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If y'all see much. Hello. How you doing?
Hey, I'm fine to you.
Doing great. Doing great. Doing excellent. Doing excellent. How about yourself?
Good.
All right. All right. So we're gonna get to it. So I know we talked about it off camera, but we're gonna bring it up. It's gonna be the topic. Do you feel like married women should have Instagram and show off sexy pictures, thirst traps?
Why it has to be thirst traps? Just because of sexy pictures.
Provocative.
What's your definition of provocative?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You asking too many questions. I need you to answer my question though. I need you to answer mine, and I'm gonna go ahead and answer yours.
But I don't like the way you frame the question, though.
I want
Do I
you
think married women should have an
thirst
Instagram
traps, thirst
and
traps,
have sexy or provocative pictures or
or
thirst
thirst
traps?
traps, thirst traps. All fall in the same thirst trap. Should they do that though?
Again, I guess it's the wording for the wording of the question for me. I think that anybody, married, single, or whoever, is entitled to have a social media. So I guess to answer your question, maybe that's a yes, they can. It's all up to their security in their relationship, I guess.
So you feel like that's okay for you, based off your pictures, to post show off your ass or your body, even though you're happily married.
I am happily married, and me and my husband has already had a discussion of what I can and cannot show off. And I don't know why it sounds echoey. Um, but we've already had that conversation, so we're okay with what I post on my page. So yes, it's okay.
Okay. And you went to him first about this, or he came to you first about this?
We talk to each other at the same time about it.
Are you posting those pictures to get attention from guys, or validation, or like what is your motive behind this?
My motive is to grow a larger following, to be recognized and seen, so I can continue to pursue or advance in my career in modeling and make it less of a hobby and more of a career. And then also acting, as I mentioned, well, not on here, but we kind of talked about it. Um, the more that you're out there, the more that you're seen, the more you get attention, just like you reaching out to me to interview. If I never posted any pictures, you would not have known who I was. So it's not just for me to get guys to approach me because I know I look good. It's so I can actually grow my following and get recognized for people that might not have seen me if I just happen to go to a grocery store and not have a social media account.
Mm. Are you willing to give up social media for your relationship?
That depends on me and my husband. If he said that I had to give it up and I wasn't getting paid or I wasn't trying to make this into a career, then I would. But we already know that I'm trying to. So I'll compromise, which I have. Okay, well, maybe this is too sexy to show. I'll keep that to myself. I'm not really posing in lingerie because I know that he don't want me showing off my body or, all of my body. So, I mean, I guess, move a little bit differently when it comes to modeling
So
because
This is what I'm about to say because when you say that women, are you getting paid for social media right now?
I'm not saying I'm getting paid for social media, but it's different modeling connections, different events, different hostings, different videos and stuff like that that I do get paid for. I'm not saying social media itself is paying me. However, the more following you have, the bigger a check is in the modeling career. So if you have a larger number of followings, then you'll get paid a little bit more for a
Right,
video, or you get
right.
paid a little bit more for a hosting, or you get paid a little bit more
Wait, wait,
for
wait,
different
wait.
bookings.
Wait, this is what I'm about to say was I understand that that's your dream you go. And how old you is?
I'm 34.
And how long you been chasing your dream of modeling?
Actually, I've just 2 years. 2 years.
I mean, right now it's basically just a hobby right now because you ain't getting paid for social media or you haven't bought anything of value from this right now. So it's just something to do. I don't know. I just think me personally it's inappropriate for women to post those type of pictures on the internet and they have a husband. I just think where's the moral compass at? You know what I mean? Where's that at right there? But,
I don't think there's an immoral compass because I'm posting pictures. Again, let's be clear. I'm not posting nudity pictures. I'm not posting lingerie pictures. I'm just posting pictures that might show a little bit of my curves, a little bit of legs and thighs, maybe butt cheeks here and there, but not a full blown you getting everything or seeing everything that I have.
but
So
don't you feel like showing your butt to your thighs is for your husband to be seen? I have to keep moving.
my husband do see it.
I know though, but it's only for him to see though, not for the world to see, not for just social media to see. Is what I'm saying.
Again, it just depends on how you do it. I don't show everything, so there's still mystery there.
Well, why is this in the black with black folks? We try to be entertainers, athletes, rappers, models, and bottle girls, whatever people do it now. Whatever. Well, why are we chasing that instead of actual real careers to make an impact on life? Why are we just chasing? That's all we can be as entertainers.
No, that's not the case. I actually have a bachelor's degree in business administration, and I do have a career, but I choose not to mention my career because I try to keep them separate, you know. But I have a business career, so it's not us as black folks.
I
That's just
mean,
an
I'm
assumption that
just
you
saying.
made.
Though, I'm just saying that I understand you probably have a career and all, but why just still chase that and just instead of just chase something different? Though, why choose bottling the, doing bottle service, whatever you were saying just now? I think you said something like that. Hosting. Why choose that path? Though?
Well, I like to go out anyway, so if I could go out, get a free section, get free bottles, why not?
But don't you feel like that's something for single women who are not married instead of married women? Because that's the type
No,
of
I
stuff.
don't. I don't think there's a role that you need to be put in just because you're married. I think that you should be able to have a life. You don't forget who you are as a person just because you're married doesn't mean that you're supposed to stay in a house and not do nothing and be miserable.
I
I
ain't say
think
that.
that
I ain't
you
say
should
that.
be able to balance.
Wait. I ain't saying that. Like, you should just be miserable. But I just feel like
I mean, but you're saying, oh, you keep throwing it in there.
I'm saying that I just feel like some things are appropriate and inappropriate that couples should do to value their relationship. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah,
So
that is your opinion. I don't think that I'm devaluing my relationship just because I like to go out and drink. My
no, I ain't
husband
saying
likes
you
when I go
would.
out and drink.
I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying for me. Now, that's what you want to do. Hey, you like it, I love it. Teach something, but I'm just saying for me. As for me in my home, I don't think that's necessarily acceptable. But hey, different strokes for different folks. What was so you decided to do modeling? You realize modeling is kind of like being a rapper. It's like it's very so many people doing it. Very chance that you could pop. Like it's a young woman sport though. Modeling
You
though.
talking about a slim chance of being seen and noticed?
Yeah,
Yes, I do know that. I actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a model and I wanted to be an actress. Then I gave up on that dream because I'm like, I live in Houston, Texas.
But wait a minute,
You
wait a
know,
minute. Do another dream. Be a scientist. Be a
I don't want to be a scientist.
why? Because
Why are you trying to feed me on what I should be? I can be whatever I want to be.
I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you can believe that. But my thing is like that's a young woman sport being a model anyway. You're a little bit older though. You're not
Do I
old.
do I not look young?
I mean, you're
If I wouldn't have
34.
told you I was 34, would you have believed that I was 34?
Yes, I would believe you're 34.
So before I told you my age, you was like, "Oh, she's 34."
I was saying you pushing in your 30s or late 20s, at best 28 or 29. But what I'm saying is this right here, though. You're moving the goalposts. There's a new girl turning 18, 21, 25 every day. These model women. I'm just trying to figure out, like, you're in competition with them because they're younger. They
I'm
got
not in
youth in
competition.
them.
I'm not in competition with them. I'm in competition with myself. I want to be a better me.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying that, but you're in a competitive sport of modeling. So I'm just saying there's the younger girls every day coming out doing this. Though. Every girl feel like they're the next top model or whatever, or
Okay.
whatever the case may be. So,
Okay.
and looking at your, like, what do? You just do strictly, you do like, what kind of modeling do you do? You just do like nude? You do, I mean, with
I
clothes
don't do
on?
no news.
Or, okay.
I don't do
But
any news at all whatsoever.
you just post
Never
like,
catch me naked.
you just post like, just explicit, just, just, okay.
Not
That's
even just explicit, because most of my pictures I have on clothes. You might catch me in a few swimsuits here and there. Um, but for the most part, like my last photo shoots, I did one where I had on a long skirt with a blouse. You could see my bra a little bit. I had on some big glasses, and it was a sexy picture, but I was fully clothed. You could see a little bit cleavage. That's
but
about it.
okay,
But
okay.
I was fully clothed.
Do guys be in your DMs though?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Wow. Uh, and do
Do
they?
girls be in your DMs?
Wait a minute. This ain't about me. This is that trying to move the
Oh,
goalposts, not deflecting.
okay. So it's
Do
not
what
about
about
you.
these guys in your DMs though? Like, do he know about? Do they even
Yes,
know
we
that you
know.
married on your page though?
If anybody come to me trying to talk, I'll tell them I'm married.
But
Just
I feel
like I
like
told you when you first asked about interviewing, I told you I'm married. So
okay.
it's not like it's a secret. I
I
wear
ain't
my
gonna say
ring,
it's a secret though, but I'm just saying though, for them to be in your DMs like that, do they really know about your
but you know
situation?
people don't care. I don't know why you making this about. Oh, do they know if you married? People don't care if you married or not. If
Mm-hmm.
they like what they see, they like what they see. They're gonna try to approach you regardless. It's up to me to say no, or for
So,
me to not
so
ignore them, or for me to be like I'm married and they bag back.
mhm.
But it's up to me what I do with
But wait,
what they say,
put the camera on a little bit more.
huh?
Put the camera on a little bit more.
On me a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting your neck. Okay, that's better right there. I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying though, but you know why they call them dreams though? Because a lot of them don't come true because there's so many people. And why do you feel like your dreams are gonna come true as a model?
Why should I feel that my dreams gonna come true?
Yeah, because this is a very high competitive sport. It's highly competitive.
It
This is
is
like going to the
competitive.
NBA
So
and being a model making money of value, high money value.
okay, but who said that that was my goal for me to be rich and famous? I mean, we all want to make money. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, we all want money, but I mean, I like just the idea of taking the pictures and how they look, how they come out, seeing the finished product. That's what I like. I like going to the photo shoots. I like going to the video shoot. I like seeing what that turns into. I like going to auditions for movies and
Okay,
things of that nature. So
well, you still answer my question. What makes you feel like you're different from everyone else?
everybody's different from everybody else. I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to, and I instilled that in myself at a young age. So I'm not one that's just gonna go along with everybody else to say, oh, you can't do something. just because they saying, oh, there's young girls coming out, there's this, that, there's that. Let me be the one to tell myself, okay, I'm done with this, or I can't do it. But I'm not gonna tell myself that. If I feel like I want to do something, I'm gonna go do it.
Do your husband go with you to these photo shoots? Because I know these.
Yeah,
Cause
he
I
do
had
actually.
wait, I had talked to Miles off camera and they said the cameramen try to hit on him and whatever the case may be, they doing quid quo pro for videos for camera
No,
shoots. Is your husband with you? What is?
most of the time my husband's with me. Nobody, no photographer has ever tried to hit on me. I don't go to video shoots or photo shoots by myself.
I don't know.
Again, I don't do any nudities or anything like that for them to even feel like they can hit on me.
So you ain't doing no Playboy
I,
type. Uh,
no,
just a
not
little
at all.
bit. Just a little bit of King magazines.
No, not really.
Right. Ebony.
I feel like,
Ebony Jet.
again, what I kind of put on and do, and because of my professional career, I've decided to tone back a lot. And like I said, I don't even do like lingerie type modeling. So yeah, I might have some sex appeal stuff. I think like I have on this red outfit, but I'm fully clothed, red tights, red top. It still looks sexy. It's fitted. It's hugging me in every corner and shape, but I'm not naked.
Okay.
So
Okay. But okay. Um, don't you feel like some things is just not meant for the internet though? Even though you're doing this right here, and you
yeah,
have to.
some things are not meant. Some things are not meant. And those things I don't expose to the internet.
Okay, man. For everybody who out there, for all the millennial, well, you're a millennial too. For all the zennials who want to get married, or people think about getting married, like what made you want to get married? Like, what's the thing they should look for? They want to get married.
Anybody's relationship in general, you need communication. Be able to communicate. So just be sure that you want to get married. Make sure that person that you love that person for them, no matter because especially like I said, with me and my husband, we've been together for 12 years. We've been married for 6. So you might change, you might evolve from that person you met that you thought you fell in love with, but be willing to accept that person for who they are and who they will be in the future and be able to grow with them.
Right. Okay. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people, get with people, marry people that they like, that they like or that they got a tangle for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the best. You wouldn't recommend people to do that, right? Like some
Not
people.
just because you like somebody, you got to love them
Right.
and
Right.
love them unconditionally through the good and the bad.
Facts. Would you say there's a time limit on dating somebody before you marry them? Or
Um, Not necessarily a time limit. I can't say what's the time limit because nowadays people be getting married in 3, 4 months, 6 months. Some people get married in 10 years. So
mm,
I can't really say it's a time limit. But for me, in my relationship, I was saying if I'm with you for 5 years and we don't know that we want to get married, then it's over. But that's just my thought process on it. Thought
right.
process on it.
But, but,
Everybody had their own,
but,
but
but scientifically speaking, in 6 months you already know if that person is spouse material or not. Based off the scientific data, they say 6 months. But I look at it in the black community, we just date for years and shack up without getting married. So I mean, I congratulate you on your marriage because the average black marriage lasts less than 5 years. So y'all 6 years, that's real good right there. By the way, uh, black community for some reason we just shack up and date for many years. So I wouldn't say date for years is going to be good because people date for years and still break up. They get it wrong. So just because you're doing
mhm.
it longer don't mean it's necessarily better.
No,
Uh,
I wouldn't say that, but that's like I said, that was just my own. Like, if it's 5 years and we don't know, then we're wasting each other's time. Because by then, you definitely should know whether or not you plan on building a future with that person. And I
mm,
ain't care how old I was.
what
That
you
was for
think?
my ex before I got with my husband, too. 5 years we don't know. Okay, we need to move our separate ways because obviously this ain't it.
And you had kids before you met him, or he had
No,
kids?
I have one son with my husband.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Uh, what do you think the hardest part about marriage for everybody watching?
Uh, that's a good one. The hardest part about marriage, probably compromising, because it really depends on who you are as a person. But I know I'm headstrong. I'm a Virgo. My husband an Aries. He's stubborn. So
Right,
you
right.
know, meeting a compromise is kind of I guess the hardest thing about marriage, is because it's like you might be so adamant on what you believe, and he might be adamant on what he believes, but just coming together and being able to compromise and just agree to disagree and being able to communicate.
Ah, okay, okay. And okay. And y'all had a wedding, or y'all got married at the courthouse?
Of course, we had a wedding.
Okay. Why you said the court? Like, how would I know that though? You know,
What I what I look like. You already say I like the attention, so you don't think I had a wedding? I'm just saying.
shit, I wouldn't know. I mean,
Yeah, I had a wedding.
okay.
We got married at Noah's Events in Katy. They closed down, and I think it's something else now, but it was a nice little venue.
And you said in Haiti?
Katy,
What is
Katy,
it?
Texas.
Oh,
I forgot you're not from Houston.
okay,
Yeah,
in Texas. I think I heard about something
Noah's
in Texas.
Event.
So you got married at a wedding. It was a big wedding, or small wedding.
I guess what do you consider big? I feel like it was small because it was like maybe
More
a
than
hundred
100
or so
people.
people.
More than 50 people.
It was about 100 and something people, like maybe 115, 120.
It's a pretty big wedding right there.
See, that's why I say it depends on what you define as big. Because I feel
But
like it was small, but
don't you feel like a lot of people invest in the weddings instead of the actual marriage itself?
maybe. But I'm cheap, so um, yeah, we was on a budget. We catered our own food.
Oh
We
Lord, y'all
bought
can.
we bought our own liquor.
Mm,
Um, we had bartenders, but we purchased our liquor instead of having like an open bar situation because, of course, that can get pricey. We
mm.
had to pay for security guards. We
Y'all need
paid for the
security
space,
guards.
huh?
Y'all need security guards at the wedding. Somebody was gonna fight.
No, that's just how it is. If you ever book any venue and you
Oh,
have alcohol, you're required to have two security guards at minimum for the amount of people we had.
right, right. Okay, okay. I mean, facts. I mean, what's wrong with people? Some people. I mean, that's great. You had a wedding. You know, you love attention. I can tell you just are. You know, you like to have a spotlight on you.
I
You
like
know.
to be celebrated.
Right, right. So, what do you feel like it's okay for people to go to the courthouse, or
I mean, people do what they want to do.
yeah,
They can. That's not
yeah,
something I would do.
facts. I mean, I look at it like the wedding ain't nothing but hour and 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And
Really, it's honestly the wedding itself. You don't necessarily have, but I do like the party. I like the ceremony, the not the ceremony, the reception. I like the reception after the fact. So to me, I mean, people could go to the courthouse and they can have a big reception, but I feel like that's something to be celebrated. So yes, I did have a wedding. Yes, I did have a reception. I feel like that's a time that you come together, friends and family, and y'all celebrate the love that you have share with your spouse. So that's why we did it the way we did it. But we still went on a honeymoon. We went to the Bahamas.
right, right. I look at it like this for everybody who watching this. Y'all gonna have a wedding. If y'all broke, don't get no wedding, man. Don't have people fly out of
I mean,
town.
you could still have a wedding because I just seen an article where some girl went and had a wedding off the cliff for free. I think in California, and it was pretty. It was nice. She
Listen,
had,
listen,
you
guys.
just have to you just have to learn how to budget it. But I will say, make sure you have a house first. Make sure you're not gonna be in debt after the wedding trying to pay for all the people that came for a few hours.
That's what I was about to say. Let me tell you for the audience right now. If y'all got a wedding, and y'all know y'all broke. Please don't have no wedding. Don't have people fly to town and do all kind of shit and make up their plans and come see y'all ass. Hell no. If your ass can't afford it, don't do it. Don't waste nobody's time. Bro. People, that's the Saturday people can enjoy it. What day you had yours on? Saturday?
No, I actually had mine on Thursday because I'm budget friendly.
Well, that's
Also, I
ghetto
need
as
to,
hell right there. Boy, she had it on the middle of the damn week. A work
yep,
week
and
at that.
I needed to slim down my amount of people that was going to come to my wedding. So the best thing to do was to have it during the week where I knew everybody couldn't come, so I wouldn't have to pick and choose
Lord Hammer. That's
who
like
all
one of
I'm
my
inviting to my wedding.
That's like one of my cousins wedding. They had a wedding on the damn Tuesday. I said, I can't believe I
I
wasted time.
mean, and then too, the receptions, like the venues and stuff, they're normally cheaper during the week versus the weekend. The weekend, they're going to triple your price. During the
I'm
week,
surprised that people spent actually must be called out of work and did all this for your wedding. They must be went the hell and back for you. Must be on the Thursday. Usually people got to work on
I
Thursday.
mean, it wasn't that bad. I think, what time did I have my wedding? Mm, it might have been like 1 or 2
Lord have mercy. One or
to
two
like
o'clock.
10
Holy shit.
in the afternoon.
Well, that's a
I mean, but
ghetto
just
ass.
one day.
That's ghetto fabulous right there. Bro.
Why is that ghetto fabulous?
Wedding Thursday. I ain't never. Usually people have the wedding on. No, people have rehearsals on Friday, wedding on Saturday, no wedding on Sunday or something like that, and rehearsals. Well, that's what people usually do. But I mean, teachers on though. You know.
Yeah, like I said, I was trying to be budget friendly, and then also I needed to minimize my party because, as you said, 120 people is a big wedding. I probably had three or 400 people, and I couldn't invite them all.
That's
So,
huge. And it was like, come on,
so,
Thursday.
so Thursday,
Well, I'm glad you told them
120
people not to
was
come.
good.
I'm glad you told them people not to come because some people probably couldn't even afford to come.
I don't know.
Did they bring you gifts to people who came?
Yes,
I mean, them coming could be just a gift right there, though. Them coming could be the gift. Don't look like that. Don't roll your eyes. Them coming is the gift. They took time out their day to see you. I got a couple more before I let you go. Would you recommend people to move in with each other before they married or after they married?
yes,
What? Yes, what?
move in together because I'm not a traditional person where like they like, oh, don't shack up, whatever, whatever. I recommend you move in. Carl, I'm on video.
And why you recommend?
Um,
Why you recommend moving in?
I recommend moving so you can get to learn that person. So you kind of can know whether or not you want to spend the rest of your life with that person or not. There might be some things that they do, pet peeves of yours that you didn't know about because you didn't stay with them previously. And of course, when you're living separately, you can easily put on a front or, not really show your living habits as much because somebody's just coming to visit you versus somebody living there permanently. So yeah, I definitely say move in together first, figure out if y'all can even live together before we getting married because that might be a problem right there.
Right. Okay. Would you recommend premarital counseling? Did you get premarital counseling?
Yeah, I mean, it to me it really don't matter, but I did it. Of course, in the black church, they want you to get counseling before you get married.
What's wrong with
So
getting counseling? Why are black people scared of counseling?
I'm not scared of counseling. I'm just saying that was just a step or a process before our pastor would marry us. It's like, hey, let's do this counseling, let's meet, let's make sure. Um, but I mean, I don't have nothing against it. Would I recommend that you do it? I feel like whoever's in a relationship kind of know whether or not they should be getting married. So I don't think that you need counseling to validate that or not, um, unless you're just in denial. Because some people just refuse to see what's obvious.
Right. Okay. I mean, I look at it like people should get therapy. Period. Just. it's therapy is therapeutic. It's good for your mind, mental health. But I think their counseling is good because y'all can find out things that y'all didn't realize y'all knew about each other. You know what I'm saying? Things can begin to surface though. You know what I'm saying? But when you get married, you marry somebody for the rest of your life though. So you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that being with one person the rest of your life?
I feel good. I love my person. I'm happy that I'm with my person. So,
They say you marry your best friend, or you don't marry your spouse. You marry your best friend.
we're definitely best friends. Talk about everything.
Right. Are your parents married?
My parents are not married with each other. My dad is married to my stepmom. My mom is married to my stepdad. They have two separate, but they
That's
are married though.
that's typical in the black family. Uh, is his parents married?
Kinda.
I don't know. They don't say kind of on your taxes. They say married or single. Well, okay.
No, that's why I'm saying kinda because it's a weird situation. But yeah, they're still married. They're just not together though.
Right. Did you have to leave some of your friends? I got that's another one. Did you have to leave some of your friends alone when you got married?
No, actually, I didn't. In my previous relationship, I did lose a lot of friends, but I feel like it depends on the type of person you're with. And the person I was with previously was very controlling, and he had that mindset where I feel like maybe y'all might have related, where he felt like I shouldn't be going nowhere, I shouldn't be doing nothing, I shouldn't be going to the clubs, I shouldn't be having fun, I shouldn't be enjoying my life, essentially. And I lost a lot of friends that way. But with my husband now, I didn't lose any friends. Um, Honestly, I think it's very rare where you have someone who's a wife, a mother, and they have friends. Um, they're able to socialize with their family. I kind of do it all. So if anybody asks me, I am one of those rare people that
Right.
finding time to balance everybody. So I spend
Gotcha.
time with my kid. I spend time with my husband. I spend time with my mama, my sisters, my aunties and cousins and stuff. I spend time with my friends. Um, and then I come back and do it all over again.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because usually I feel like a lot of women gotta leave their single friends if they want to get married because they single friends are bad influences or whatever. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
If anything, they look up to me, asking me for advice, trying
and
to
you the
figure out
only
how they can get married.
and you the only
I am the
married
only
person.
married one.
And do they even have boyfriends?
Yeah, most of them.
And do they want to get married?
Yeah.
Um, Well, I would say be careful with that, 'cause, they might. I don't know. I'm saying some women are very jealous, or whatever the case may be. The case may
Yeah.
be. So yeah, so something to be mindful of. But that's great right there. We need more black marriages though. Why you feel like a lot of black folks don't want to get married?
Honestly, I think it's something to do with like this new age dating. People don't know how to commit. They don't. They don't want to be in a relationship. I remember when me and one of my homegirls, we was arguing down because she talking about this exclusive dating stuff, and I'm like, "What is that? Don't that just mean y'all boyfriend and girlfriend?" Oh no, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We just dating each other exclusively. I'm like,
Uh,
okay,
they
so is that to
they
me
got
that's
all
boyfriend
kind
and
of they got
girlfriend?
sneaky links. They got now they're saying you can get married and you can also have other side pieces as well. And now it's just the women can have side pieces, the men can. I don't know what's going on. They call it poly. I don't know. It's all kind of shit going on right
Oh
now.
yeah, people crazy.
Yeah. Did you meet your husband online or in person or?
Yeah, I met him in person at work.
Oh, so y'all was colleagues.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And y'all still work together?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
So you was with the supervisor.
Nah. No, honestly, I used to work in hand assembly. Remember this was 12 years ago. So I used to just be stuffing envelopes on the floor and he worked at the warehouse, so he would bring me my material.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't no supervisor type thing.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, 12 years ago. Uh, yeah. What am I about to say? I'm about to say, how you propose to you?
We was watching some movie, and I think on it was a love movie. On the movie, something about the girl got proposed to or something. I don't even remember the name of the movie, but I remember because he made me cry. So, and then he didn't make me cry in a good way. He made me cry like hurt my feelings because he acted like he was about to propose to me, and then he said, "I'm just playing." And so I was in my little feelings. So I went to the room and lay down, started crying. And then he came up in there playing, I think it was Music Soul Child Love. And then he was like, look at me, look at me. And he was on his knee and he opened the box and asked me would I marry him.
Mm.
And I said yes, and then I slapped him
Wow, that's a way to. That's some
for hurting my
emotional.
feelings.
Wow. Okay. So he did it at the house. Y'all ain't did it in public.
Yeah, nah, he's the opposite of me. He's not very flashy or
Mm. Wow,
like all the
that's a good
attention.
mix right there. So you believe
It
opposites
is.
attract?
Yeah. Yeah, he don't like all of that. So yeah, he did it at the house, just me and him.
Do you post him on social media? Do he post you on social media or vice versa?
You can post each other.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's interesting. And you cried at because this is a saying. This is what I heard from a female one time. They said if a female doesn't cry after getting engaged to, she doesn't. She's not really happy. Would you agree with that?
Not really, because again, I cried because he hurt my feelings. I was mad that he played with me like he wasn't gonna propose. Like he acted like he was proposing and then played with me like he wasn't. So that's why I was crying. I wasn't really crying because I was emotional, like, oh my God, he finally did it. But I don't know if I would have cried that way or not because I was already crying. So I can't really say.
I'm surprised he did it in public though. You
Why are you
know,
surprised?
you like the spotlight on you though.
I do. I was kind of mad that he didn't do it in front of everybody too. But I mean, at the end of the day, our marriage isn't with everybody. Our marriage is with each other. So I was just happy to be married, be engaged, to be married. I'm like, okay, we're really doing this. You love me like you say
how
you do.
how long y'all was engaged before y'all got married?
We was engaged for 2 years.
And why 24 months though? Why that's such that wow?
Um, I don't know really. We just got engaged, and then I kind of had like a date in mind, and I can't even remember what day he proposed. But whenever he proposed, I know that we wanted a July wedding, and I don't think that was enough time. So maybe that's why we waited a whole nother year. I don't know.
Yeah, I proposed one time. It was a long time ago. Yeah, yeah,
Are you glad that you dodged that bullet, or
yeah. It didn't work out. It happened for a reason. I believe it didn't work out though. I was like 21. I'm 25 now, so it
you
didn't
say
work
you
out.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, I would think that you was way older than that.
Nah, no. Why you say that? I look that old. I still
I
got
mean, you definitely do look like you're in your 30s,
damn.
but the mindset that you have as well is a little old fashioned.
Damn. Still like I'm in my 30s. I ain't heard that one before. I still gotta play. Still gotta use my ID when I go Piggly Wiggly to go get something. So
I
yeah,
mean, me
no.
too. I still got to use my ID as well.
Use my ID. One person said I look like I'm 19 the other day. So I don't know. I'm 30 something. Now I'm 19. But that's dope right there. So it look like you believe. So basically, you believe in the traditional American dream of married, dog, picket fence, kids.
Well, we don't have a picket fence, but we do have a pit bull, and we do have a son. We're working on another one,
That's good. That's good right there. That's good. Um,
another two.
that's great. That's great right there, man. Black marriage right there.
Trying
Black
to be
love.
quiet.
Black love. Black love. Like I said the Chris Rock situation. We'll talk about that. That'll be the last one. So how you felt about that? Do you feel like he was defending Jada's honor by going up there slapping the shit out of Chris Rock, Will Smith, or you
Well, I think that it was funny as hell But I mean, I don't know. I think he was defending Jada because, you know, like nobody talk about my wife. However, I don't think he started trying to defend her until Jada started looking at him crazy because at first he was laughing and he thought it was funny too. So when he realized that it was
Wait,
wrong,
wait a minute, wait a minute. What was he defending her from? Was she being
oh, because
attacked? Was she being mobbed? Was she being physically
no,
assaulted?
I feel like he was defending her character, I guess, because he was talking. I mean,
He was making
he
a
say
harmless
he
joke, though.
say he didn't know that she had
But it was a harmless
alopecia.
joke, though. He joked on everybody that night, though, especially on the front row, of course. He
Yeah,
joked
but
on
I think sometimes you get to a point where enough is enough, and even though you specifically might not have done it to me, if I've been getting picked on and bullied and talked about or whatever from so many people, you was that straw that broke the camel's back. And I
so.
think that was what happened in the
Wait a minute.
Chris Rock and Will Smith situation.
Wait a minute. So you recommend that violence was
I
acceptable?
didn't say I recommend violence. I'm telling you why I think it happened. I'm not saying I recommend violence. I'm not saying, yeah, you should go slap the shit out of somebody just because they was the last one that
But don't you think that was
ticked you off.
bullying though? You think he would have did that to The Rock or anybody who was bigger or somebody his
I,
size or whatever?
I think that he probably would not have,
Put
but
the camera on
because,
you a little bit. Put the camera on you, kind of
oh yeah, I don't know.
right there.
Phone's about to fall. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why you did it to him. Probably because he has a relationship with him and he kind of knew he ain't gonna do nothing or whatever. And
Basically,
I could just get away with it.
easy
But
money, easy points. But he didn't get no cool points for me. I thought it was a sucker move. And shout out to Chris Rock for holding restraints and not giving in
I
there.
feel, yeah, I feel like Chris Rock probably should have slapped the shit out of his ass back. But hey, he did what he did. He tried to make sure he was still professional and that he wasn't ruining his career along with something that Will Smith did. So
Would you want your husband to
I
do
commend
something
him
like
for
that
it.
for you?
Huh?
Was you clapping Will Smith on after he did that, saying, I wish that was my husband. I want my husband to defend me like he defended Jada, like you said.
I do want my husband to defend me, but it depends on what the situation
So
is.
you want him to
Just
slap the
because
shit out of
somebody
somebody.
talking about me, you ain't gotta go and
So you
slap
at the comedy
nobody.
show and I don't know, DC Young Fly is making jokes on everybody. He made a joke on you or your husband, and you would want him to go up there and slap the shit out of him.
No, like I said, of course, every woman wants her husband to defend them. However, just because of a joke, no,
But I think he could have
right?
handled it in so many ways. He could have got up there and said, "Yeah, my wife bald headed, but she look better than everybody in." He didn't have to go to violence though. My
Yeah, he
thing is,
didn't have to. I'm not saying that he did. He didn't have to slap him. He could have just said, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth," like he said, and left it at that. He ain't have to go over there and put hands on the man or nothing like that either. He could have just said, "Stop talking about my wife."
I just think maybe
You can
that's
see
so.
she not happy, so I'm not happy. Just let it
I
did it
just find it.
right there.
I just find it funny though that he slapped him and made a big scene at the Oscars on live TV. But a man half his age, he old enough to be his son, was banging his wife. His wife, his friend, best friend, his son best friend was banging his wife
Mhm.
behind his back. But I didn't see him do any physical harm to him at all. And this man is
Yeah.
doing rap songs and interviews and everything.
Yeah. He should have. He should have been.
Mr.
I feel like.
Entanglement.
I feel like at this point, Will Smith, like I said, he felt like he had so much, and he really needed to prove himself. I guess in that moment,
He proved something to
and
you?
that's why he did it because
Did he prove something
his
to you?
wife. Huh?
Did he prove something to you?
No, he didn't prove nothing to me, but I'm saying for his wife, because she was the one mad because he was making a joke.
Mm, yeah. I mean,
He could have just told his wife, baby, don't worry about his dumb self, whatever. You look good. I still love you, or whatever. And that could have been fine too, not even bringing everybody in it, because at that point, all he did was put her more so in the spotlight for people to crack more jokes about her and talk about the whole fact that she got alopecia and all of this other stuff.
I didn't even know what the fuck that was until somebody said it. But my thing is, if he would have brushed it off and laughed it off, nobody would have ever remembered this joke. Now this joke is gonna be remembered the rest of his life. I feel like
Yeah,
Chris Rock could have said, "Yeah, that's why your wife's favorite month is August, right there." I would have been going in on that. Her favorite month,
yeah,
August, right now. Yeah, yeah. I would have been doing all kind of shit after that. Like, August
yeah,
being her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Banging. I would have done all kind of shit at that point, but.
yeah,
I just felt like if you gonna bully somebody, you gotta bully everybody. You can't pick and choose who to bully. You
yeah.
can't just slap him because he's 100 pounds lighter than you almost, and you six
Yeah,
inches
but I
taller.
believe if Chris Rock would have slapped him back, it would have been some damage. I don't feel like Will Smith would have just won that fight if Chris Rock would have actually fought him back.
Do you feel
But
like Chris could have shot him? Do you feel like Chris would have been right if he would have shot him?
shot him
Yeah,
like with a gun.
yeah.
No, I don't think he would have been
I
right.
mean, why not though? When you put your hands on somebody, anything goes.
Nah, I don't think you should shoot nobody.
I mean, he's
I do
defending.
think
He's defending
I
himself.
do think Chris Rock should have pressed charges on him though, and be like, "Oh, so you wanna bitch slap me? So now I'm gonna have them laws in your life."
I would have sued the fuck out of his ass. I'd be damned if I let it. Well, he a
Right.
millionaire too, but I ain't no
Yeah, but
millionaire.
still,
If
I'm
a millionaire
still I'm still
slap
pressing
me,
charges.
I'm suing. I'm doing a civil lawsuit. I'm gonna goddamn fall the fuck out. I'm gonna act like I broke my arm. I'm gonna be in a concussion. I act like I had a convulsions, all kind of shit. I'm suing for $30 million. We'll sell out of court right now for $1 million right now. And we ain't gotta do nothing right now. I'm selling out for $1 million. I was goddamn sue the fuck out his ass. So he wouldn't slap no damn body no more after that
Yeah,
lawsuit. But I just thought it was stupid though, in my opinion though. But I just don't understand how he slap August the same way when your wife was sucking and fucking this young man over there.
yeah,
Um, you know, but I just felt like if Will Smith would have did the same thing Jada did to Jaden friend, I think people would have been looking at it differently. But that's a conversation for another day, though, right? You think people would have looked at her differently, him differently?
oh Will.
Yeah, he was having sex with Willow best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course, of course. I don't think everybody would been so accepting of it.
Yeah, they was clapping Jada on like you go girl, like wow.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think they would have been. But for the longest, we thought that they had an open relationship, anyways. I don't know how that rumor got started, but for the longest, we already thought that.
Yeah. Allegedly they
Yeah,
have an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll say they don't, but
well, it
you
looked like
know,
he don't, but she do.
yeah.
It's like a one in the street though. But I appreciate you having you on. You got any shout outs, anything?
Mm, shout out to everybody who joined us today. Shout out to my mama, my husband, my son. He in the background cheer me on.
Fact, good fact, good fact. Hey, well, I appreciate you coming on. Much love to you. Peace.
All right, peace.